I'm Catherine Brown and I'm the CEO of the Lord Mayor's Charitable Foundation. One of the important roles for philanthropy is to fund innovation. We really want to work on the big challenges facing Melbourne, and we want to be evidence-based in what we fund. So there's a vital signs report we put out every couple of years where we get all the data we can on the areas we're funding in, and we actually look and say what are the trends, what are improving, what's not, and where do we most need to work. We've been working on the issue of homelessness for about 10 years now. There's still 23,000 people who are homeless in Melbourne, so it's still a big issue and probably growing since the last data.
As a community, I think we still think that homelessness is about circumstances that you have brought upon yourself. But in fact, people in the lowest 40% of incomes are really up against it to try and obtain a private rental to compete. We have increasing numbers of people in our capital cities, most visibly, living on the streets, and that is an incredible challenge for them.
With the growing incidence of homelessness in the CBD, there was quite a lot of concern by the City of Melbourne and the Council for Homeless Persons about whether all the services that are funded for doing various things in the city, and it could be crisis accommodation or support services or longer term accommodation, whether they were all coordinated and whether they could actually collaborate more. They came in with the idea that we should try a homeless service coordination project, and I thought that was a very practical and a smart thing to do. So we funded it in the first year on our own.
Whilst we can't create housing through a service coordination project, I think we can have systems working better, and we can have sometimes solve some really complex problems that we weren't as individual services perhaps able to. If we're doubling up on our work with people, if we're not able to follow through because we keep losing people, that is not helpful practically, but I think sort of psychologically it's also not very helpful, because people have had these experiences of being let down, of not being able to have faith or trust in services.
Without Lord Mayor's Charitable Foundation, this project wouldn't have happened, and without the vision that Lord Mayor's Charitable Foundation has shown in understanding all of those different drivers in relation to homelessness, I don't think the project would have been funded to the scale that would have allowed it to be effective.
We were able to last year step back. We'd done our role, we'd funded the sort of pilot and the innovation, and then it's gone into the mainstream service. I think gradually through all the combination of the City of Melbourne, the Council for Homeless Persons, additional funding from state government, some of those really tough issues are starting to be addressed.